the pot is very hot, and then you reach out and you grab the pot, uh, and you get burned, then only a very stupid person will yell at the pot, "You a bad pot, you burn me," like that. Okay, like only a stupid person will yell at the pot. In the same way, that person who get angry at another person who hurt them is stupid. Okay, got it? The people who hurt you are like the cooking pot. Okay, and who made the cooking pot hot? You made the cooking pot hot. If you want to get upset, you can get upset at yourself. Okay, all right, good. And those of you who study DCI, we use this in DCI, right? And there's what's the other part of this example? Yeah. Person grabbed the pot and it's hot. It's burned their hand. And they're like, "I hate you. I hate you. Ah, I hate you. Ah, I hate you. Ah." Stupid. Just open your hand, let go. Okay. Like they say, "Oh, the pot burned me." Okay. Just let go of the pot. Okay. Then we are like that. "Oh, he hurt me. He hurt me." Okay. Just get out of the house. Go to the coffee shop. Avoid this person. Don't like hold the hot thing and, "Oh, it hurts so much." Shut up, let go, okay? Don't keep whining about it, okay? Me rangshin sarshin sepatar semchen koranki rangshin yina me sekse me lamito takra. It is the nature of fire to burn you. Fire cannot help fire's nature. You cannot complain to the fire and say, "I want you to be ice cream." That's not the nature of fire. Okay. Fire's nature to burn something. Okay. Then don't blame the fire that it burned you. You're the stupid person who hold the fire. Okay. So let go of the fire. Don't yell at the fire. The fire has to burn people. Listen, after 71.9 years of life, I will tell you some deep Buddhist truths. Stupid people are stupid people. And they will hurt you. Okay. So you are stupid if you stay near them. If you keep holding on to that and they keep burning you and you keep holding on to that, then it's not their fault. It's your fault. Okay. Just get out of the house, go someplace else, When I have a bad day in my business, my diamond business, 19 years, commuting 4 hours on the bus every day, okay? When I have a bad day, I have bad time with somebody, I just go to the bathroom and go in the special seat and talk to future Buddha Mike, okay? And you don't stay with angry people. Don't live with angry people. Just avoid them. Okay. Don't hurt yourself. Okay. Let go of the fire. Okay. Don't get angry at them. Then you create more. Okay. In Buddhism, if you get angry at the people who hurt you, you create more people who hurt you. So it doesn't help. It doesn't help to fight with anybody. Never. Just get out of the room. Go someplace else. Go sit in the toilet, talk to future Buddha Mike or future Buddha Bill or whoever it is. Okay, cool. All right. Koi rangshin yina chomi rigmu kyang ko le lobo de chungwa yimbe chon nyam na. Okay. Listen, I understand that it's the nature of fire to burn me. I understand that. But this person, especially asshole today, You know, I understand his nature is fire. I understand he's going to hurt me, but seems like he's making special effort to hurt me. Okay. Ona namkala ser chumana namkala torik but there troden mepashinyin be tromirik. Ser here's the word serwa, okay? And you kind of know what it is, some of you. Word probably know. Yeah, hail. Okay. The ice that falls from the sky. It's called hail. Yeah, serame means, you know the old expression? Yeah, and then we'd have to mention it. Okay. All right. Shenki dung dik dik dang sigem me pasoki lu semla mi dewi dunga juna. Lar ngen lok len deng ngen song mi dunga ki gyu mi dupa contra nyembu denching. Separ che gobala chenjule. Okay. If somebody hurts you, if someone hits you, if someone says bad things to you and causes you suffering, okay, and then you, as an answer, you hurt them back, or you say also bad thing to them, okay? Someone call you stupid, and you say, I'm not stupid, you stupid, okay? That's a cause to take a bad rebirth. After you die, that's a specific cause to go to the hell realms, okay? Geshe, I don't believe in the hell realms. Okay, I'll see you there. All right. You want a cute story? This is why you have grandpa to teach you. So my teacher taught in two places. He taught in New York area and he taught in Washington, D.C. area. He had a small group there. I was his driver. So I always go with him. I always take him down there, you know. And he went down, we went there together for over 20 years. Like once a month, he'd go down and teach for 4 or 5 days. And I'm the driver. And he taught them for many years this book. Okay. And then he said, because we finished this book, I'm willing to teach you some secret teaching. Okay. He said, because we finished the book, I'm willing to teach you some diamond way teaching. You understand what I'm saying? Then, yeah. So actually, we will finish this book. Then I'm unemployed. Maybe I have to retire. No. So next year, I like to teach you some diamond way teaching, if you want. And there are many good teachers that I taught for many years, 20 years, 30 years. John, Connie, Gelse, Upala, Kat. I taught these people Diamond Way for many years. I taught them 14-year Diamond Way course, 7-year preparation, 7-year Diamond Way course. Okay. And I told them at that time, I'm not teaching it again. You teach it. Okay. And I kept that promise. I didn't teach it since then. And they teach it. And I asked them to continue. And I'm very happy that they are teaching. And they are teaching it good. They are doing a good job. I don't need to teach it. Okay. They are teaching the deep, correct, 30,000 pages, okay, translation that grandpa taught. And I encourage you to take that kind of teaching, okay? But if you also want to do some relaxed diamond way with grandpa, like your real grandpa, then we can do together, okay, next year. But please continue to do if you if you're a serious person, please continue to do the Diamond Way with my students who teach. Okay, that's the smart thing to do. Do the deep Diamond Way course. The real course, 14 years. Okay, 7 years preparation, 7 years course. But if you just want to have fun with Grandpa and do some Diamond Way, let's do next year. Okay, agree? All right. Okay. And Tim will arrange everything. Tim and his staff, where he disappeared. They'll arrange everything, right? Where is Tim? He disappeared. See, always give your students work when they're not there. Okay. Yeah. Okay. Now the real story. So I'm the driver for my teacher. He went down to his small group in Washington, D.C. for 30 years, something. And then he teach them Diamond Way. And you have to take some initiation, and you have to take the vows. You have to promise to keep the vows. There's some vows you promise you have to make. And then, so he announced he's going to teach the vow. He's going to give the vow. And we went down to a special lady's house. She's a rich lady. She's actually a professor at a university in Washington. And she said, come to my house. And we can do the vows at my house, you know. And so we went there. I remember we were cooking before the ceremony. And she told me, I want to say something to the teacher. And I said, okay, what do you want to say? I'm his translator. But Geshe, he speaks English. I translate his English into English. Okay, so I have to be there. Then she said to him, by the way, he started to learn English when he was almost my age. So it's unbelievable he learned English, but sometimes he needs some help. So she said, please tell teacher, I want to give him my house tonight before the ceremony, you know, and I translate, you know, I'm like, she wants to give you, it's a beautiful house in expensive, very expensive, North Virginia. This is close to some big government places. Anyway, so he's like, then I finally, he understand, and he said, no. And I'm like, and he's like, no. And I said, he's like, no, I don't want it. You know, I won't take your house. You keep your house. You know. Then I was like, you know, because at that time, just at that trip, our car is so old, it broke down and it blew up, and there was a big fire in the highway, and I'm like, and he's like, you know, let it go. I'm like, okay. You know, we were very poor at that time. And then I'm like, okay, that's all right. Then she said, we cooked some more. And then she said, can I ask another question? And I said, he said, yeah, you can ask. She said, tonight you will give Diamond Way commitment, Diamond Way vows. And he said, yes. And she said, I heard that if you break your Diamond Way commitments, you go directly to hell realm. You spend long time in the hell. He said, that's correct. Then she said, I don't think I want to take the vow. Then he said, oh, no, don't worry. You're going to hell anyway. Then she's like, what? He said, you're going to hell anyway. All of you going to hell, you know. And she's like, well, what? Then he said, take the vow. break the vow. Then when you get to the hell and you guys are in the fire together and you talking, what did you do to go to hell? I killed 10 people. What did you do to go to hell? I stole my parents' money. What you do to go to hell? I took initiation. Diamond way. I'm here because I did diamond way. Wrong. Then you can be proud. You know, you're the best person in the hell. Just kidding. Okay. Why did I say that? Yeah, so you cannot fight all the bad people in the world. It's not possible. Okay. By the way, you have a responsibility. If someone is hurting somebody else, it's your responsibility to help. Okay. Like we have a refugee from Ukraine in me and my wife support several, and it's very expensive and it's very difficult. But if someone's in trouble, if someone's really suffering, we have responsibility to help them. If someone's hurting another person, we have responsibility to help that person. We must help that person. But we don't have responsibility to hurt anybody. Okay, we do not have responsibility to hurt another person. That's crazy. That's not Buddhism. Okay, understand? Different thing. Okay, Sapache Goba Chunjugle. Then he quotes Shantideva. Tade dunga detsam lang daki supaminu na then anyawe dunga gyu. Choachite dongmin che. If you cannot be peaceful with an angry person, if you say, look, Geshe, I agree, you know, someone hurt you, you shouldn't hurt them. I agree. But this one person, it's too much. You know? By the way, everybody has a too much person. Yeah. Geshe, generally I agree. Someone hurt you, you shouldn't hurt them. But this person I have, they are different. Everyone in the world thinks they are different, you know. No, you don't understand, Lama. I have the worst husband in the world, you know. No, you don't understand. I met 1,000 worst husband in the world already. Okay, it's not true. Okay, so anyway, here it says, try to understand, you know, either you can try to be pleasant when someone's hurting you, try to be patient with them, or you can go to the hell and suffer for 1,000,000 years. Which is easier? Which one is easier? You know, like there's no person there's no husband who's so bad they're worse than 1,000,000 years in hell. Maybe 100,000 years. But there's no husband so bad. There's no wife is so bad that they are worse than 1,000,000 years in the hell. And if you get angry at them, you go to the hell and you stay there long time. It's better before you go to hell. It's better to not do it, you know, and just you know, be skillful. Buddhism tapkeba upaya papaya upaya. Be skillful, you know, like change the subject, get out of the house, do something else. You know, is it wrong to get a divorce in Buddhism? No, it's not wrong. If someone's hurting you, that's fine. Okay, my mom did that. And that's, you're not supposed to get hurt, okay? But you're not supposed to get angry either, okay? You have to take care of yourself. And don't put yourself in a worse place than this guy, because there are worse places. It's called hell. Okay. All right. Next picture. Yeah, good. This is a picture. I enjoyed choosing these pictures. I choose the pictures to help you remember the class. So if you're smart, get Tim to share the pictures with you, or take a picture on your phone. By the way, I paid for the pictures. They're all legal. It's legal for you to use them. Okay. And you can remember the class better from the picture than from trying to remember what Geshe said. Okay. The picture is something to remind you of the class. And I suggest you keep the pictures. And what I do, I have them on my phone. When I go for a walk every day in Kyoto, and I walk around the city and I look at pictures on my phone. And I test myself, you know, do you remember the picture with all the hands touching each other? Yeah. What's that mean in Geshe-la's class? Don't remember. Actually, I test myself every day. I get the picture and I take it with me on a walk. I have it here. And I test myself with the picture. So I suggest you test yourself with the picture, you know, legally, especially if you want to study Diamond Way. You are required to review the class twice after the class. Once right after the class, once the next day. That's a requirement to enter Diamond Way, okay? So just easy way, take a picture of the picture, look at it tonight, say, okay, I remember the hands thing. I remember what Geshe said. And then next day, when you wake up, you're having breakfast, you know, you can be one of those people. They are wasting their time with the news. You are studying Lam Rim again, you know, okay? And check yourself, okay? That's why I used, and it takes a long time to choose the pictures, so don't waste my time. Okay. Nuje la jiminya bisapa ni di nuje la gomba le, penje la gomba mechi, nuje mangna sapa gomgi mangwe, nuje dinamna ranki sapa pelwe toks sam gapa. If you get more chances to practice your patience, you will be a better person. Therefore, you should pray to the Buddhists that they send you as many assholes as possible. Okay? But don't forget you asked for it. Okay? Don't complain later, you know. God, I used to have a few irritating people in my life. Now I have assholes everywhere, you know. By the way, can I tell you another joke? Okay. I taught this subject at Diamond Mountain. And we spent a long time explaining that irritating people come from your own karma. Okay? And every time you meet an irritating person, you are actually seeing a mirror of yourself. Okay? Like every time you meet a person who hurts you, every time you meet a person who makes you upset, you are actually looking in a mirror, you know. And so anyway, a new student came to Diamond Mountain, and they finally it was the next day, and they didn't hear the class the day before, and then they said, "There's a idiom in English. We say I'm surrounded by idiots." You know, everyone around me is an idiot, you know. And we asked her, did you enjoy your time at Diamond Mountain? And she said, no, I had a terrible time. And we said, why? And she said, I'm surrounded by idiots, you know. Then we all like, it means when you say, I'm surrounded by idiots, you are saying, I'm an idiot. Because you create those people. So the more assholes in your life, the bigger asshole is you. Understand? Okay, all right. That's an old Diamond Mountain joke. Therefore, when people hurt you, I don't know, like you go into business with somebody, and I don't know, I have a business. I have lots of businesses. And you know, I try to find people who are good with, I try to find people who like accounting because I hate accounting. Like, even I go bankrupt, I refuse to look at accounting. I hate it. People said, Ellie's always telling me, you have no idea what's going on with your accounts. I'm like, and I don't want to know. I don't care. But you should look, at least you should look at it. I'm like, no, I don't want to. I'm busy. I'm translating. I have this thing. I hate accounting. So I try to find business partners who are good with money and they know how to keep the money. And they always say, oh, we got lots of, the money is good. We got money. I'm like, God bless. I love you. I don't want to look at it. Therefore, I think it's important in a business, you find people you can make a, what do you call, collaboration. Like they do the accounting, you do the dinner parties. Like that. That's the kind of collaboration I enjoy. If you can be patient with an irritating person who try to hurt you, that's the biggest profit you can make. Okay, you are burning up bad karma every minute. Okay, every minute you don't get upset, every minute you don't get angry, you are burning up bad karma, like fast, really fast. Therefore, if you're a real Buddhist, you should be happy when you're surrounded by assholes. Because so many chances to burn up bad karma. I'm so grateful to you. Why? You're such an asshole. I'm burning up so much bad karma, Do you have any friends you want to bring, also to the class, and we can make a collaboration. It's like finding an accountant. It's like finding 5 people who like accounting, Understand? Okay. That's the picture. Now you understand the picture. We got the picture? The last picture. Yeah, that's the picture. Got it? It's a collaboration. You be the asshole, I'll be the bodhisattva. Okay? We can make music together. Okay, I need you, you need me. Okay, it's perfect. Okay, now I want to be surrounded by bodhisattvas. Shut up. Okay. Joy dundu gyaba asanga bya chawe acharya shingen shigin de temba midot. Din dawa mitem pashushubana dila tene sipayin the zobayin shisubatar dong. This is a variation on an old story that you heard many times about Atisha and his student. But here's a slightly different one, okay? In the time of Atisha, there was a king, Asangabya, it's probably Gavya, it's probably Gavya, Achara Shingen. There was a very, Atisha knew a king, and the king had a very irritating assistant, okay? And I'm not talking about my assistants, okay? It's just an example in the book. Gyundu Temba Dindami Temba Shushupa. Atisha asked this king, why you keep such an irritating attendant? Why you keep such an assistant around you? And the king said, Dila Dene Subayin Zobayin. I reached the perfection of patience with this asshole. He's extremely valuable to me. Understand? I always keep him as close as possible. That's why my wife married me, probably. Okay. Yeah. Doina random dependente can neje la mitona, dark te chamber kechepe, color regnamdu, transon supermawe loguta. Lob goes song. Okay, if you're a real bodhisattva, if you're not a bodhisattva and you have no interest in being a bodhisattva and you are a lower Buddhist, you are a lower practitioner of Buddhism, okay, and you're still not supposed to get upset at people, okay, even if you never heard of bodhisattva, even if you never heard of six perfections. Still, on the lower Buddhism, you're still supposed to be patient with other people, okay? Keichen Gala Kara Nyam Du Transo Supermawa Logya. So, needless to say, if we made a promise to help every living being in the whole universe, if we made this bodhisattva's promise, okay, to help every living being in the universe, then obviously you should be patient with difficult people. Okay, you're not just a normal Buddhist. You are the kind of Buddhist who promised to help every living being. Then it's embarrassing if you get upset at somebody. This person who hurt you, they're one of your clients. You're a bodhisattva, you have clients, right? Assholes. Okay. Then everyone you get is your client. Okay. You can't get rid of your clients. Okay. You have to serve your clients. That's bodhisattva. That's bodhisattva. Okay. And then he said it's like the famous saint Changsong Siddha called Supamawa. Okay. Supamawa means Mr. Patience. And this is a story found in the Diamond Cutter Sutra. Okay, strange story in the middle of the Diamond Cutter Sutra. Okay, the things that should be in the Diamond Cutter Sutra are not there. The things that shouldn't be in the Diamond Cutter Sutra are there. Okay, the word diamond is not mentioned once in the Diamond Cutter Sutra. Okay, strange. All right. I trust the book because of the title. Okay, cut the diamond, right? Okay. But there's also this weird story about this guy, and he's out meditating under a tree, and this queen comes by, and she's very religious, and she sees the guy meditating under a tree, and she says, "Can you teach me Buddhism?" Because she has a lot of faith. And he says, okay, I will share something with you. And he starts to teach her under the tree. Then the king shows up. And he's a very jealous guy. And he thinks they're doing something wrong. He gets very angry. And then he's like, "Who are you?" And the guy says, "I'm a meditator." And he says, "I'll give you something to meditate on." Okay, all right. And he said, "Tie this guy up." Okay, tie him up. Cut off his fingers. They start to cut off his fingers. He said, No. That's not how you cut somebody's fingers off. Start with the end and go a little bit by each time, Let's cut him off slow. Let's do a good job, And then he cuts all the fingers off. And then he says, "Okay, let's do his hands." Okay, cut his hands, And then they say, "Well, he's still got an elbow." "Oh, okay, let's cut that down to the elbow, And he says, "What are you doing cutting his elbow? You forgot his legs. He's got toes also. Let's cut his toes off." And slowly he cut off all the toes, all the feet, all the hands, all the arms. And then he asked this guy, "Are you still meditating, honey?" And the guy says, "Yes, I am." And he says, "You sure you're still meditating?" He said, "Yes, I am." "How?" "I'm not upset at you at all. Okay. I have no hatred towards you. I love you like my own mother." He said to the king, I love you as I love my own mother. You are one of my clients. I'm Bodhisattva. You are one of my clients. You can cut everything off. I don't care. I made a promise to take care of you guys. And you're just one of my clients. I can't reject the client. By the way, if you're in a real business and you reject a client who's irritating, you will have no clients, right? So he's like, "No, I love you. I still love you. and I'll still take care of you. Okay. And he did. All right. And that's a story in the Shantivada. He's Mr. Patience talker. And that's his story from the Dhammapada Sutra. Okay. It's a very beautiful story. And here it's mentioned in the Lamrim. Okay. Tim, how I'm doing? Serious? I have no time? Seriously? Okay, good. I just forget how the time, okay? I'm sorry. We still have... Yeah, but that means I have to look at it. Okay, here we go. Okay. Now, we're at a very important part of this Lamrim because we are in the perfection of patience, which is which number? Third perfection of not getting upset. And I don't know if you remember, but when we started this perfection, we said there's two kinds of patience. And even the English word patience has two flavors, okay? It has two different meanings, really. One means don't get angry at other people. And the other one means don't get frustrated. It's different, you know. He's very patient. He took 3 years to make this painting or something like that. See, it's not like you're angry at the painting. Even in English, the word patience covers two things. And I'm sorry to keep saying asshole. If you tell my wife I said asshole even once, I will get upset. So anyway, there's two kinds of patience, right? One is to be patient with irritating people, but the other is to be patient with things, right? Like it rains on, like you're John Brady or you're Geshe Michael, and you have air conditioning on the top, and then it's raining, you know. By the way, when you have air conditioning on the top and you go out in the rain, it's like, okay? We studied it in Hatha Yoga Pradipika. What's it called? Nada, the sacred sound, the inner sound. Dum, dum, dum. Okay, then that's not a person, right? So part of Buddhist patience is to be patient with things and with tasks, with jobs that people give you. Like I don't know, if you're working on a very difficult translation and you have to be patient, you know, it's not like you're going to get angry at Tsongkhapa or something. It's not, it doesn't mean that. It means it hurts to sit there for 5 hours. And it hurts to stare at the computer for 5 hours. And it hurts, your hands really hurt if you do it 5 hours a day. And you have to be patient with it. You have to, what do you call that? It's not really patience. It's just kind of, don't get upset. You know, what? You can say endurance, but it's like something difficult. And you just happily keep going. Happy, keep going. Okay? The third perfection includes both. The third perfection includes don't get upset at people and situations, but it also includes be willing to have pain if the goal is important. Okay? And that's just, if you want to be a successful business person, you want to be a successful Buddhist, you want to be a successful person, you have to learn to deal with pain, and you have to deal with it gracefully. You know, do your hands hurt, Geshe-la? Yes. Does your stomach hurt right now? Yes. Where they cut? Yes. You don't seem upset. No, I'm quite happy. Okay, it's training. You got to have training. Okay, and stuff happens. You can't prevent it. It rains. You know, things happen, bad things happen. And then a real Buddhist is like, I don't care. I'm doing something cool. You know, I'm busy. I'm not going to sit and worry, complain about how I have a cold or, you know, I don't have money this week, or I'm not worried about that stuff. I have bigger things to think about. Okay. So a real Buddhist is a tough guy. Okay. Tough girl. Okay. Tough person. Okay. And I'm not saying, you know, I mean, a real Buddhist is not like me. A real Buddhist doesn't tell anybody, you know, like they got cancer or you know, they broke their leg and they're like, your mom calls you and you're like, yeah, I'm fine. Everything's fine, you know, and they feel fine and they look fine and they feel happy, you know. Is your leg broken? Yes. Why are you so happy? People ask me that all the time. You just lost all this money. Why are you so happy? What, should I be unhappy? Will it get me the money back? Understand? Okay. Listen, stuff happens. I almost said something else. Stuff happens. Okay. You have a choice. You can be, you know, you can whine, you can complain, or you can have a goddamn good time. You know, Geshe, I can't believe it. I just got home from surgery, you know. I had surgery 2 days ago, and I'm sitting there having fun with my friends, and they're like, doesn't it hurt? And I'm like, yeah, it hurts like hell. And they're like, well, why are you goofing around? I said, what else do you want me to do? You want me to be grumpy? You want me to be angry? Will that help me? You know, it won't help anything. You know, why not be happy no matter what happens around you? Why not be in a good mood all the time? Why should the world tell you when to be in a good mood and when to be in a bad mood? You tell the world, I'm in a good mood, and I don't care if you want to duck on my head today, go ahead, God damn it, I'm gonna be happy. You know, there's no reason not to be. And there's no one forcing you to be unhappy. You see what I mean? You're the one who decides. Oh, that's all I can take. Now I'm divorced, you know. That's all. I drew a line, you know. You're the one who makes the line. Why not enjoy everything? You know, who said you couldn't? I love to do things they told me I can't do ever since I was a kid, you know. So I'm going to be happy no matter what happens today. I'm going to enjoy the day. And I'm not going to let the day tell me how to be. Okay, got it? That's the second kind of Buddhist perfection of patience. Okay. And it's in the book. I didn't make it up. Okay. I'm just using it. All right. Dungyal Donglang Yisupani. Dungyal Donglang means when stuff happens, when bad stuff happens, just embrace it, kiss it. Welcome. What? You know, I don't know. Doctor just said you need an operation. Let's do it, man. Okay. I was joking with the anesthesiologist. We had such a good time. He's like, you're a strange guy. You know, the kidney doctor said, what did they say? You were there. Yeah. She says, this is going to happen to you. 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 I'm like, yeah, okay. And then she looked at me and she said, do you meditate? I was like, maybe. You know, she's like, I just told you, you know, and I'm like, yeah, okay. Anyway, it doesn't help to be upset, right? Why not just have a good time? All right. And that is a Buddhist practice. I didn't make it up. Okay. But I'm using it, and it's a lot of fun. Have fun all the time. Okay. When the poop hits the fan, have fun. All right. Dungyala Gendu Tongne. Dungyala Gendu Tongne. Ready for the picture? Yeah. Gen means alankara in Sanskrit. What is that? Jewelry. Okay. And the book says, wear your troubles like a diamond ring. Okay. look at this diamond here. What's that? Oh, the kidney doctor told me, bad news today. It's like a diamond. It's like a jewel. Wear it like a jewel. Look, check this out. Check this thing out. Like, why? You're the one who decides whether to be happy or sad. So if it doesn't help to be unhappy, why not just have a good time with the kidney? Like, hey, how you doing? Not too good. Stupid. Okay. Gen de tone. Mentar tembashi good. When you get trouble trying to do something beautiful, you should see the trouble like a diamond ring. Okay. And mentar temba means take it like medicine. Okay. When you get trouble trying to do something in your life, take it like medicine. Okay. I don't know why, but most medicine tastes bad. Okay. And it helps you a lot. Most suffering tastes bad, but it makes you, if you use it the right way, it can make you really happy. Okay. And that's a strange idea, and you have to get used to it. Okay. The worst trouble in your life, I predict, will be the thing that makes you the happiest. Okay. And when you get to be 72, you'll understand. Okay. The worst troubles in your life are the things that can make you the happiest. Okay. If you have a Buddhist attitude. Okay. All right. Churchir Gache Supadang. Being patient with your Buddhism. Okay, being patient with your own Buddhism. I can't meditate; it's not working. I sit down to meditate. All I can think about is my ex-husband. You know, uh, Chöchir Kachep Supa means be patient with yourself. Okay, as you try to be a Buddhist, one of the kinds of patience is not with other people. One of the kinds of patience is with yourself. Okay, it's very hard to change a human being. If you come into this, if you leave this life a little better than when you came in, you are making huge progress. You are very unusual, by the way. Okay, if your heart is more open on the last day in this life than your heart was in the first days of your life, you made progress. Just a little bit, okay? If you just a little bit happier when you die than when you were young, then you made progress. You are an unusual person. You're actually an unusual person, okay? The goal of Buddhism is to go out a little happier than when you came in. And then you're a special person. That makes you a special person, okay? Shenyang Natadang, Mindube Jardang, people hurt you. Tana Milonki Dunya Sok Chunyang. Even you have a problem in a dream, embrace it. Okay? Get to be such a good Buddhist that when someone hurts you in a dream, you're like, that's cool, thanks. Are you upset? No, I'm okay. Okay, if you can be patient, you got to turn your phone off. Okay, if you can be patient with somebody, no. If you can be patient in a dream, you're getting good. Okay, you're getting good. By the way, one of the advanced signs of emptiness understanding is when you are patient in a dream. Okay, if you're in a dream and someone hurts you and you say, oh, that's coming, the pen is coming from me. The pen is not coming from the pen. If you can say that to yourself in a dream, then you're getting to be, your meditation's getting good. Okay. If you can be patient, if you can remember not to get angry in a dream, then your Buddhism is doing pretty good. Okay. All right. All right. Lojong ki kapsu. Lojong kapsu shuba shinde tamja chugi drosakirte. People who hurt you even in a dream are your, what do you call it? Collaborators. Okay. They are your colleagues in the thing called life. In the thing called being a Buddhist, irritating people are your colleagues. They are your collaborators. It's like you're creating a new product together called Buddhism, Buddhahood. Okay, all right. Girte, Lengen Sepi Jur Sambadong. You should congratulate every asshole you meet because by irritating you, they're helping you use up more bad karma. They are your, what do you call it? Co-worker. Okay. Thanks a lot. What? You're such an asshole. You know, what? Yeah. You know how much bad karma I burned up just by being with you the last 10 minutes? You know, thanks so much. You know, okay. Now you have a new way to insult other people. I like it. Okay. Jokes again, Lengen se vigiri sabadang. De bakte shen la ning se wadang korwe ken sabat. So pelne supache. When people give you trouble, and I think we all experience this, when people give you trouble, or when you get a medical problem, like I never much care about doctors until this year or something, you know, I'm not interested. I don't care, you know, but when I got trouble, then I'm much more sensitive to other people who have problems. You see what I mean? So you can think that every time you get a new problem, you are getting some education in your Buddhism, okay? Every time you get a new kind of problem, you should be grateful because it's making you a better Buddhist, okay? All right. Also, try to appreciate that if you met the same karma in another lifetime, it would probably be worse. Okay? In this lifetime, you're a human. So the problems that happen to you are human problems, you know, but you go to other worlds. By the way, I went to Moscow. First time I went to Moscow, or St. Petersburg. We were cataloging books in St. Petersburg, Russia. And that was just after the Soviet Union. And all foreigners were required to stay in KGB hotel, Secret Service hotel, so they could watch you. And every employee was KGB. And it was fun. I mean, it was weird. Even the maids are KGB. Like they're looking to your suitcase, and I'm like, go ahead, you know, it's okay. And then I stayed in the Moscow hotel. It has 1,000 rooms or something like that. So, you know, the Soviet Union wanted to make the biggest of everything. So they made the biggest hotel, and it's like 1,500 rooms. I don't know. It takes a whole block. And they just wanted it to be the biggest hotel in the world, and it was the biggest hotel in the world. Nobody knew where your room was. None of the rooms had room numbers on them. There was no food at all. In the whole hotel, there was no food, and I suddenly thought, this is samsara. You know, like, try to understand that samsara has thousands of rooms in the hotel, and they all suck. They're all terrible, okay? It doesn't matter you go to the 5th floor or the 1st floor, the back or the front or the left or the right. There's no working plumbing. The toilet doesn't work. There's no room service. The phone doesn't work. There's 3 guys watching you, you know, and this is samsara. No, this is real samsara, okay? You are just in a tiny, tiny little part of samsara. The whole big world, your whole big world is like one piece of dust in samsara, you know, and you won't be here long, and there's a billion places you can go to. People are like, will I be with my cousin when I die? No. You'd be lucky to be on a planet. Okay, you might be born in the middle of space. Many people are, and they just die and they hang out there, you know. So be lucky you're on a planet, okay? Be lucky. Be lucky you have human beings around you, okay, to fight with. All right. It's better than the other places in this Sansara hotel. Okay, it's better. You know, you're in a good place. The worst people you meet are the sweetest people you will ever meet in the next 1,000 lifetimes. Okay, so try to appreciate. Okay, try to try to appreciate other human beings. They are very rare, and they don't hurt you as much as you will get hurt in other places of this hotel. Every other room is hell. Okay, this hotel's not bad. The worst person in your room right now is the best person you will ever meet in the next 1,000 lifetimes. Okay, so you come on, you know. Oh, they burned my toast. Eat that toast, you know. Next lifetime you will eat for 100 years. Burnt toast is pretty good. Okay, gupapena seje mi lakpa chipa de tawala yigawa chawa upa shim yin. A person who's been condemned to be executed tomorrow morning, and the guy comes in and drags them out and takes that big axe and says, "Hold out your hand." And you're like, "What?" And they're like, "We decided not to cut your head off. We're just going to cut your hand off." Oh, I love you. Thank you so much. You know, understand? Got it? Sometimes I think you guys are asleep. You're supposed to get your head cut off. You go out there, and the guy, big fat guy with a black suit, and he's gonna cut your head off. And he says, "Hold your hand out." And you're like, "What?" And he says, "We decided just to cut your hand off, you know, and then you can go." You know, that's called meeting all the assholes you ever met. Okay, compared to where you could be, it's not so bad. Okay, does it hurt? Yes. Is it like getting your head cut off? Listen, if that time comes when you have to choose between your head and your hand, you will happily offer your hand. Take my hand, take both of them. You know, I can live, but don't cut my head off. Okay. So listen, when you meet a bad person, it's like you're getting your hand cut. Okay. That's okay. That's not so bad. Okay. Just understand there's worse things. All right. Tim, how much I got? I'm going to class 4. I'm on schedule. No, I'm only 25% behind. Okay, let's go one more sentence. Shenyang tarse ki dunya tembe ne ki dunya shiwata rangre chuchir kawachina ding and so ki dunya maboko chepe leg nyamba dang. So in Tibet and in India in ancient times, they will actually burn your, what do you call it, moxibustion. They will burn your skin as a medical treatment. I was a translator for one of these doctors. You know, it was fun. We were in Manhattan with rich people. Put golden needle in the lady's head, wrap it with cotton, and set it on fire. And she's like, "Ah!" And the doctor's like, "No, this is a treatment. Don't get upset." You know. And then he says here, Sheyan Sek Dunya Tarwa. Tarwa means, you guys don't know, it's a verb from Tarpa. So Tarwa, it means to free somebody. And it means bloodletting, to drain the blood from a sick person. Okay, so in the old days, they were very primitive, and they would poke a hole in your arm and drain the blood as a medical treatment. Nowadays, they just cut the whole goddamn thing. Much more advanced. Duh. I think 100 years from now, they will say, "Can you believe they used to cut people open? Can you believe it?" You know, okay. Anyway, I went to the doctor. I'm like, "Cut me open." He's like, I got to cut you open. Sign this paper. I'm about to get anesthesia. I'm in the hospital. You were there. And the guy's about to give me the drug, and he says, sign this paper. Listen, when someone asks you to sign a paper before they cut you up, read it. So I'm like, can I just take a moment and read it? And he said, no, just sign it. And I'm like, I'm going to read it, And it says, if we find anything else inside, we get to cut that out also without permission. I'm like, okay, that's okay. And what it means is I happily did this surgery, because to not do the surgery was really bad. It was really, so the surgery was painful, and it was a lot better than walking around with this problem for the rest of my life. You see what I mean? So every human being, if you live long enough, you will have to make tough decisions about what thing is less painful and which thing is more painful. You see what I mean? And every human being will say, cut, please cut. You have any more papers? I'll sign all of them. Please cut me up today. You will ask for it because you don't want to die, or you don't want to suffer, right? Little suffering is better than dying, or very serious suffering. It's better. What's the example here? Why is he talking like that? If you answer me, I'll let you go home. I'm also going home. Huh? Yeah, Stanley said asshole. Yeah. Putting up with the little pain of painful people who hurt you, little people who hurt you. Yeah, people who say bad things about you online, or people who hurt you in some way. Then be happy. It's like getting a surgery, If you can stay happy with the little pain, in the asses all around you, then you will not go to the hell realms. Okay? Got it? Yeah, you've got cancer. Okay. By the way, I don't have cancer, but I'm just giving an example. So someone come up to you and say, you have cancer. Okay. Do you want us to cut it out? Do you want us to try? Please. It's a nasty operation. It will hurt. Go for it. Okay. Every not crazy person will say, go for it. Okay. So that means when you run into little irritating people, come on, it's like surgery. Got it? Okay. Put up with the little irritating people. Be nice to people who hurt you. Okay. Be nice to people who say bad things to you. And it's like surgery. Okay. And then you're done. I'm all done. I'm done. I had all of them. He said, you want the extra? I said, yeah. Then he finished everything. And then I said, is there anything else you can do? He says, nope. I said, okay, I'm free. Okay. Are you the last asshole I have to deal with? I think so. Go ahead. Okay. Got it? Okay. Put up with the little pain to avoid the huge pain. Okay. If you want to, if you can't stand it, and this person is just too bad, and they keep bothering you, then scream at them, yell at them, hit them, attack back. Okay? Feel good. Then go to the hell realm and suffer for 1,000,000 years. Okay? What's better? The question is, what's better? Okay? It's a good deal to get cut up if you don't have to go to the hell realms. Got it? Okay? It's a good deal to put up with really bad people and be sweet to them and be patient with them. It's so much better than having cancer spread throughout your whole body, which is called hell realm. Okay, got it? All right, now there's a special blessing, diamond way blessing I will give you. You will meet an asshole in the next 20 minutes. Someone will irritate you in the elevator. Someone will step on your foot. Someone will kick your chair. Your dinner will be cold. And you get to practice patience. Okay? Thank you. Okay.
All right. See if you thank you, everybody. I have a short announcement as they're walking out. So at the end of this program, we've been planning this event for about a year now. And our ACI event ends on Saturday afternoon, but that's not the end. Sophie, everyone's wave. Can you stand up and wave? Sophie has been working on a separate event. You've already heard about it. It's the Marie Kondo event with Geshe Michael. Organize your mind, which is the Geshe Michael side. Organizing your world is the Marie Kondo side. And maybe there's something not so different about the inside and the outside. So if you're part of the SKA organization, you don't really have to listen to me right now, except you will in a second, because you already paid for that event and when your registration fee. So with the ACI event, we had a bit of a financial difficulty making this possible for you. This is a very, very nice hotel, and the cost we just always say, yes, fine, we'll pay for it. However, we weren't able to include the price of that event for you to go on Saturday night. Sophie has been so gracious to us and is offering a discount to ACI attendees, and it's $70. And we really, really want you to go. Here's the pitch. If you're able to afford the event, first of all, you need to register for the event too through us. Where are they doing that? What's that? This is the registry. Oh, that one. Yes. Okay. You need to register to be able to go. However, if you don't have that $70, we will find that money, whatever. Let's say you can only afford $5 or $10. We'll find some money for that for you. So we have this opportunity called donate to help support this event. If you would like to support the scholarship fund, ACI we need about $15,000 for all of you to be able to attend. So maybe there's somebody in the audience who might want to support that for everybody or part of that for some people, but we want you all to attend. Like, if you can't afford it, just register, pay $0, and we'll find the money somewhere. Okay. But if you're able to afford it, please. That event is also very expensive too. It's in a wonderful hotel on the other side of town. It's called the Prince Hotel. And additionally, if any of you have students or other organizations like DCI organizers, for example, you can advertise this event to all of your people. This is available in all parts of the world. There are no restrictions on this event. Get it? Right? So you're able to offer that, and it will be streamed online as well. So if you know anybody, like maybe your students or your DCI organizations or your YSI organizations, or if you're an ACI teacher and you have students, we want to have to pay Zoom the highest fee possible to have all of you attend this event, right? So that's basically what we're asking. This event is on Saturday night. If you're part of the SKA group, you've already paid for it. If you're part of just ACI, it'll cost you $70, or if you don't have it, a scholarship. Just let us know what you can afford. And if you happen to be someone who might be able to support those scholarships, let us know too. So thank you very much. That's the end of today. We will see you tomorrow morning at 6 a.m. for yoga, which is a really wonderful time to practice. And have a wonderful night. Have a good dinner. Thank you all for joining. Thanks.